This is Mike Franklin, a property tax guy, and today we're going to talk about a case I had last year in Schoharie County. The property owner was in the process of building this house, and and this is what the assessor could see from the road. So it was looking like it was starting to look like a house, and and so basically, he raised the assessment to be as if it was a completed house. And when the fact of the matter is, the property is not livable. Um, here's some interior photos of it. And so there's no kitchen, there's no bathroom. The only electricity in the building is in the basement where he's running some power tools. And it's like, common sense would dictate that, here's the extent of the plumbing as of that time. Common sense would dictate that it shouldn't be assessed, as if it's a brand new house, but that's what the assessor did. And, tried to reason with the assessor. He didn't want to do anything. And so, so we had to go before a small claims assessment review hearing officer, and we went through the whole thing, and the guy gave us a reduction, and that was that. So to me, the process worked reasonably. It's still not completed as of March 1st of this year. So I just heard from the property owner that on March 2nd, the assessor showed up knocking on his door, while he's, working on the house. And, I don't know what that's all about. The assessor should not be, to me, it's an invasion of privacy. The assessor shouldn't be knocking on people's doors unannounced. The guy came up to the Catskills, to kind of get away from it all. And here he has a member of our government knocking on his door like it's the SS. It's a Nazi stormtrooper pounding on your door. Um, and it's just not right, And so the assessor wants to see if it's more completed, but is that really what the assessor's doing? Or did we hurt his feelings? Or did we question his authority? So here he is, diligently right back. We challenged him, we won, and now, he's all over it, And I'm just wondering if he did the same thing on all the other properties. Is he, the people who've lived there for 20, 30 years, is he going around to their houses too? Is he going to the town supervisor's house to see if there's been any inventory changes? Is he going to the town attorney's house? Is he going to town board members' houses? Somehow I doubt it. And so he's asking me what I should do. He says, should I let the people in, and or let the assessor in? And I told him it would be a cold day in hell before I would let that guy in the house, because the government's got no business coming in your house. And it's just a matter of principle. Um, it's just the assessor can do their job, using all the tools that they have at their disposal. They can take a picture from the street, but don't be walking up to the door. Don't be looking in the windows. Don't be evading the guy's sense of privacy. It's just not right. And he just has no business whatsoever, doing this. It's just, it's unnerving, and I recommended that he issue a cease and desist order to the town, and to give them notice that they're not to set foot on the property, and I want him to let them know that he has no issue with paying his fair share of taxes, but he doesn't want his privacy invaded. He doesn't want the government in his house, and he just wants to be left in peace. And, just don't do it. Don't come there without an appointment. If you want to call them on the phone, they can call them on the phone, but you don't just show up. And, to me, I'd say it's dangerous because, you're out in the country and you got people coming up unannounced. I think it's dangerous for the assessor. People are going to defend their homes. And so I just don't think it's appropriate for the assessor to even ask. It's not appropriate for the assessor to be knocking on his door. It's not appropriate for the assessor to even be in his driveway. He can do it from the road. He can do it through Google Earth. He can do it through pictometry. He can do it through building permits, but stay off the property. And if for some reason, these code people seem to think that they can come on your property wherever you want. That's not the case. If the code guy needs to come on the property for something, he needs to make an appointment. He doesn't just show up. He doesn't pound on the door. So that's my recommendation to him. Give them a cease and desist, a letter, make certain it's certified, get a copy to the town supervisor, the town attorney, and to the town board, that the assessor's behaving this way and you don't think it's appropriate. And that's what I would do. So yeah, the assessor was being hyper vigilant because because we beat him in a SCAR hearing. And I mean, we didn't beat him. We just got what it was that we should have got in the first place. It was a very, very thorough, hearing, and a hearing officer made a decision based on, the evidence that we submitted, and so now the assessor apparently is taking offense. So he needs to. I'm speculating that he is being overly diligent on this, but not diligent on other people's. And I don't think that's appropriate. It's selective assessment is what it is. And it's illegal. And it's inappropriate. And it just shouldn't happen in this country. But anyway, this is Mike Franklin, the property tax guy. That's what happened in this particular case. We got him a reduction that actually was stipulated. The hearing officer did not have to order this. The assessor actually agreed to it, and they stipulated on it. The property owner actually wanted it to be less, but they came to an agreement on a reasonable figure. So so the assessor actually agreed to this and signed the stipulation agreement. But here he is. But I'm just curious if he's at all the other places. He should not be coming on this property. It just shouldn't happen. This is Mike Franklin, the property tax guy. Thank you very much.